We're live. Hey, we figured it out. Hey, so FYI, the computer was off when I got here, so just a minute. Maybe it shut itself off because it did an update or something. You know how sometimes it, I don't know, that was weird.
It could be that she did an update that covered up shut down after.
That was weird. All right. Just getting down to the floor is the hard part. So point.
I haven't done this for a while, so.
Yes, I know. 1 week I was here all by myself. Because Chris had something else, I can't remember now. Maybe she was sick. Oh, Mark, she was sick. Flex.
And then we had a couple of weeks of weather.
Weather, exactly. It's been interesting. There's a fluff ball of fuzz. It's just.
And I think that was there yesterday. It looks different color.
Point. I thought it was going to come get me, but then it went that way. Oh. So funny. Oh, my toe's cramping. Is your toe cramping?
Oh, yeah.
It's that second one next to your pinky toe. It's like, hey, let's flex. Oh, that made better. And then let's point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then let's open. You know, she had music last time, but I was so caught up in the computer, I didn't even think about the music. I wouldn't probably be able to find what she was playing anyway. That's all right. We don't need no stinking music.
I said, just don't leave me in one of these stretches.
And then point front. Well, then it stretches good, Pam.
Yeah, but you know that ain't gonna go well over there.
Oh, no, it's definitely not gonna go over well over there. No. I'm not gonna do that. Especially with all that stuff shut off, who knows, everything over here is probably off too, and then I'd be fighting with that. And then flex. Can you feel like all of your calf muscles and yeah. That means you're doing it right. Woo!
Finally, I'm doing something.
And then point. Yesterday she was saying touch your toes. I'm like, how about ankles? Can we settle for ankles?
Oh, yeah. Usually I can, but I didn't even think I was close.
I was trying, but it was definitely ankles for me, which makes me kind of sad. I'm just not flexible that way. And flex. And I used to be really flexible, but I still had trouble. I mean, I could get there, but it was like the hardest thing for me to do even when I was actually like young. I could do stuff. And point. Right. So I don't know if you wanna scoot your mat sideways or whatnot, but last week, instead of doing a proper V-sit, that's a weird camera angle if I do that. I'm gonna move my mat a little bit so I don't look like I'm putting on a show that should be paying me by the minute. So we lay down. And then your back is supported and we don't have to worry about, are you in the right position as much? Okay. And then legs, point them right up to the ceiling. And then we're gonna open them and just let them hang out for a second. And you should feel a great inner thigh stretch.
I feel.
And then bring them up. And then open. And try and think about pointing your toes. I know I'm sure that's what you're thinking about. But I'm trying to make sure my legs are nice and tight, my toes are pointed. And then bring them up. And how about bend? Bend your knees. And then right and left, and right and left, right and left, right and left, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and down. How about, instead of just straight, well, yeah, let's bring them straight up. Can you go tick, tock, tick, tock, nice and slow, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. There you go, right and left, right and left, right and left. 2 more, 1 and 2, and bring them on down. Actually, bring them all the way down. Give your abs a total rest. Because even when you're here, your abs are still working a little bit. Put those feet right on the floor. Now we're going to take our right leg and we're going to do bend and straight, bend and out. So straight out, like parallel to the floor. Yes. Point your toe and then bend and straight up and bend and straight out and hold it. 1 more. Bend and up and bend and straight and hold it. And then let's switch. So again, we're going to take that left foot, bend and up, bend and stretch. Front, yes. And then bend and up, bend and stretch. 1 more. Bend and up, bend and stretch. So this is good for me not showing the camera all my parts, but not so good at seeing you because I'm like, I know she's over there somewhere. And then, just for giggles, before we get up, let's lift our legs up a little bit, and right, and left, and right. And if they need to be up here, that's okay. But if you can get them a little closer to the floor, even if they're not all the way down here. Woo! And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right.
That definitely was much easier
Yes.
on the back and everything.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's just exactly what I was shooting for. I thought of it last week and went, why didn't we do this before? This would have been helpful. Then they wouldn't have to worry about what position are my hips in and all that business. All right.
Are we done with this?
We are done with that for now. Pull my hands up. Feels weird. Can we still, yeah. Heels together and toes apart, preparatory position. Right, so that nice circle.
And then we're gonna do the 5 positions of the feet. And remember, we're gonna slide between each one, and we're gonna push our toes down to the floor. So we're pushing as they go out, and then drop. Second, lift, and now pull in to third, push front, heel down for fourth, lift that heel, up to fifth, open first. Now the other side is left leg, point, and drop, point, pull into third, push that toe front, drop to fourth, up, into fifth, heel and toe, up to second, into first. Now arms, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down, and first, second. Now we're gonna raise this one, third, fourth, fifth, open, over, down. Now for the daring and the people whose brains are working. Let's try and let's do them both at the same time. So first arms and first feet, and then we're gonna point that toe, drop our heel second, lift that heel. Now this hand is gonna go up because we do opposite, right? Pull into third, keep that arm out here. There you go. Then we're gonna point that toe front, then that arm comes front, drop your heel, and then lift that heel into fifth. Arms are crowned, open, over, down. Let's see if we can do the other side. Point, and second, lift, and then it's opposite. So third, point, and fourth, lift to fifth, crown, yeah, open, over, down. Perfect. All right. Cooking with gas. I feel weird with my sweatshirt on. But I'm looking at myself. All right. So we did a lot of balancing things, which is side, back, step, right? That's balancing. And we think about keeping our hips nice and straight, right? Our toe goes right behind our heel, if you can see your feet in the mirror. If you're at home, probably not so much. So you've got second, fourth step, second, fourth step. So those feet are turned out, right? And that foot goes right behind. And then as you get a little side, back, step, side, back, step, side, back, step. Now if you want to add a little more difficulty, take a little bigger step, side, back, step, side, back, step, side, and side, and side, and side. Pretty good. All right. There was another one that we did, but we only did it a few times. It's kind of like balancing, but instead of going back, you're going front. So it's side, front, step. And so you've got fifth position, second position, right? Fourth, so my feet are still turned into fifth. So side, front, step, side, front, step, side, front, step, side, front, step. No worries. Crashing into the mirror. One more step. Side, front, step, side. You gotta step on that front, step right on it. All my weight's on my front foot, and then zoop, I close. And then once I close, my weight goes to the back again. So I can side again. Side, front, step, side. It's a little trickier.
It is.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
Because I keep wanting to go back.
Yes, because I just did back. So see, I'm trying to trick the brain. No, I'm not really trying.
Not hard.
My brain is just in a constant state of scramble. Okay. So, you know what I want to do? Well, I can people can't really see me there. But if you want to walk over and put your hand on on the rail. See, if I go over here, then no one can see me, and I'm oddly giant for a minute. So I'm gonna, well, but then you can't, well, I'll turn this way. All right, so we're gonna point that toe behind, and instead of putting the ball of our foot, we're gonna tuck those toes. And just, you don't have to push on it, but just hang out just with the weight of your leg. I'm pushing on mine a little bit because the goal is to really stretch the arch of your foot. And it's actually the front part of your foot.
Last time we did it, the toes were all flat.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they're very
Well,
weird.
don't put too much weight on there. That's why I had you hold onto the rail. And then let's switch. So again, we're tucking those toes so that the tops of your toes are on the floor. And for me, I'm pushing a little weight, but for you, just let the weight of your leg.
For some reason, I'm doing it a little different. So,
Yeah, all right. It looks like it's working.
yeah, I can definitely feel it up in the top part of my foot and close to my ankle.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And then we'll do one more set. So let's switch. Tuck that toe. Well, it's not really a normal position. We don't ever really do this, which is why if you want to stretch your arch, you specifically have to do something, because this is not natural. And then switch. I don't like the thing is right there and I can see me. Okay. All right. So now with that done, I'd like to do a little point of my toe. If you want to hold those arms out for a little balance and circle. Can you just touch the tip of your toe? There you go. Circle, circle, circle. Maybe not. Is in easier? No. And then let's switch. So point that toe to circle out, 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 out. And then switch to in. All right, let's go back to the right foot. Last time I did them all on the right and then all on the left, so that your other leg, your standing leg, is like, what are you doing? Which I enjoy, but I don't want you to cuss me on the thing. So can we do a little bit bigger circle? A little bit bigger. And then let's switch in. And I probably could have given you a chair. That would have been nice of me. You can have this. That's fast. Although, then it's not. It's like in the way. I just figured then you don't have to worry about this stuff. Yeah, let's do that one more time. So a little bit bigger. And then, how about a lot bigger? Now that she has the.
Isn't it amazing what one little finger can do?
Yep. And then can you just come back to counterclockwise? Blah. Now I wish I had it. If I just. All right.
That's work.
It is work.
Oh, man.
Yes. Now, yeah, switch it on the other side. Again, we're going to do a little bit bigger circles at first. And for those of you that don't have a chair, Second position arms are pretty good for this. And then in. Ah! And I have like almost no weight at all on this foot. And then out, and now a little bit bigger. And then in. Oh. And there's that fluff. It's right there. Floating around. Oh, I was near grab it, so it stopped and I've lost it.
Right there it is.
It was clear as day in there.
Here it goes. It's
Open. All right, you'll distract me no more, little softball. There's no trash. All right, I'll save it over here. Throw it way out. All right. So I know I just did left, but let's finish left. So I don't know if you remember rond de jambe, but it's the same kind of thing. But it's a half circle. We're going to point that toe to the front, tongue to the front, and then rond de jambe to the back, and then we're going to slide it front, rond de jambe, and front. And if you notice, when I do my rond de jambe, when I get to here, there's a little bend in this knee to see if I can get that toe out a little further. So come front, rond de jambe, and front, rond de jambe, and front, rond de jambe, and front, one more, rond de jambe, and front. I know your other leg is like, hey,
Yeah.
what the heck, man? Yes, what the heck, man. And if you want to switch that stool to the other side, we'll do the other foot. So again, we're going to tendu front, and we're going to rond de jambe to the back and front. Rond de jambe and front. Rond de jambe and front. Rond de jambe. We need to do a couple more on this one because this hip is not screaming at me yet. It really helps when you do that little bend, if you can. I don't want you to hurt your knee. But I'm thinking about trying to get out further instead of just being a smaller circle, right? If you bend, you get a little more coverage, a little more reach. There you go. I know, all right.
Smooth.
I'll stop tormenting you with that.
Have you watched the movie Sky Chief yet?
I have
Shane
not.
Hunt. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
So I was thinking we haven't done Boré in a minute. Is there another fuzzy?
It's on the chair.
Oh, that's funny. That's where they come from. Is the stool. All right. Do you remember our friend Boré?
I remember the name, but I don't know it.
Boré is little tiny steps, and typically in releve. So releve to rise off your heels. So you don't have to be super high up, right? But I want the weight, your weight on the balls of your feet. And then Boré is just little steps. The only thing that makes them Boré instead of not Boré is this action you have going on here. So try and get those heels off the floor. So I don't know. And then how about, and go back. This is like doing, you know, those releve exercises. I do a lot, releve and down. This is kind of giving you the same thing without doing that. So one more time, releve, and then we're going to boré to the front. Just little tiny steps. And the higher you are, the more you get. Turn around. Great. Second position. And yes, I'm gonna do just a couple more calf things. And this is really gonna get outer thighs as well. So just lift one. And then lift the other one. And the other one. And back and forth. And right comes up, left comes up. Right and left. Right. Oh, my ankle's cracked. Right and left. Right and left. You get a little ankle action going on. Exercise for your clothes. Somebody's talking to us.
I can figure out how to, the last update, it gave it a voice.
That's coming. So you want to come up and down, up and down, up and down. Notice how both of my heels are up at the same time for just a second as I switch. Oh, my ankle keeps cracking. Yay! But you should do it first. All right, with that said, let's not age straight first. Let's do some shoulders. So we've been working on like shoulder rolls, right? So they come down, front, up and back, down, front, up and back, right? Shoulder rolls. And then you can go the other way. So back, up, front, and down. Back, up, front, and down. It's hard to do it when you say it. And then how about right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder. So my hips are staying still and in place, but my upper body is moving with my shoulder. And then front, and front, and front, and front, front, front. After a few of these, hopefully you can start to feel your shoulders soften to a little bit. And then how about squeeze together and push back, squeeze in the back, squeeze in the front, squeeze in the back, front and back, front and back. And if you notice my hands are going wrists together, palms open, wrists together, palms open, wrist. And if you can think about it, I want you to really turn as much as you can, and turn. So my thumbs are kind of trying to lead the way. Good. And then how about right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, and right, and right, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now both together, up and down, up and down, up and down. It gets all this stuff. I don't know.
You know, my kids used to do this when they were little.
And 3, yeah, and 2, and 1. Now let's open our arms. And we're gonna do over and back. And again, I'm thinking about what position is my hand in. So I'm gonna lead with the back of my wrist over, and then I'm gonna turn it over. Lead with the back of my hand, turn it over. There you go. Lead and over. Across and over. Across and over. Across and over. 4 and 3, even though it's the left hand, it's fine. And 2 and 1. Okay. And then let's go. I want to go up. No, that's not gonna work. Let's do circles and open. Circle and open. Circle and open, circle. And if you notice, my hands are palms up on the open, but when I start, I flip it over. So the back of my hand is leading the way, and open. Back of my hand, and open. Flip, and open. Flip, and open. This gets biceps too. Now your biceps are like, hey, wait a minute, I thought we were working on shoulders. What happened to shoulders? Really make that arm come all the way down and up, down and up, down and up, down. Good job. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1.
Thank you for slowing down on the count there.
I did have a slow down. I think it might have been on purpose. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dang.
It's like, bam-o! All right, let's stretch. I didn't even, I mean, I know we started maybe a couple minutes late because of the whole computer thing, but, all right, let me get my mat back. So because we did all those arm and shoulder things, we don't usually stretch up here. But if you want to cross that arm, and obviously we could have done this standing up, but and then here. I'm just sort of hugging it to myself. And then, so I laced my fingers, palms up, stretch. You can put your hands behind. I'm not flipping my hands over, I'm just clasping them, and then a little push. Trying to sort of squeeze my my elbows together. I guess it's my elbows, but I'm stretching the outer parts of my shoulder here. All right, let's bend one knee. Let's do flex. We've done point the last handful of times, so I really want to think about keeping that toe flexed. Got it? Arms come up. Stretch to the leg that's straight. And again, as we stretch, if you relax, try and relax up here so that your body gets a little more stretch. Maybe a little more stretch. If it doesn't move, it's okay. And then we're going to turn parallel and face our foot. This is the fun one. I can actually reach these toes. I don't know if you can reach the toes, and I'm not judging because I normally can't reach my toes. But in this position, as long as my legs aren't out straight in front, I can actually reach them, which is interesting. So I'm trying to make sure this shoulder wants to kind of come up. I want it to stay down. And then not only can you feel it in the back of your leg, but you can feel it across your back. And then speaking of that, I'm going to look around behind the knee legs bent. There's a safety pin right there.
I don't know, you find all kinds of treasures now, especially after Valley Day.
Oh, that's true. It's like my back wants to crack or pop. It says no. Okay. Come on, front. I'm going to stretch forward, and I'm reaching.
Up, switch. And again, thinking about keeping that toe nice and flexed. It's really your whole foot that's flexed. Got it, and arms come up nice and tall. And hinge at the waist. Oh my! I felt all the things on that one. It's like I've never stretched before. Again, keep that shoulder back. I just noticed mine was kind of front a little bit. Turn. So now I want that shoulder to be parallel with this one. And reach. Again, I can reach this toe. I don't know what's wrong with the toes. They don't like me. And then we're going to work on the knee that's bent. Oh. Front, reach. Pull it a little lower. I don't know if this helps you, but it sometimes helps me if I exhale. Sometimes I get a little lower. It's like you're letting all the wind out of your diaphragm. It's giving you a little more flexibility. It's just getting out of the way, really. And then 2 feet together, and they can be close or they can be far, whatever is most comfortable. So we're gonna keep our chest lifted, and we're gonna be up nice and tall, but we're gonna hinge at the waist. So keep that back nice and straight. And then if you want to round over, come on up, put those legs out in front. Here it is. Here's that one. So I'm sitting nice and straight, up nice and tall. Arms are up. My toes are flexed, which I'm already feeling stuff just in this position. And then reach for those toes. See, it's more of ankles for me. Oh, Pam, you did it.
I can feel it too.
See, I can get ankles, but I can't get toes. I'm so close. I'm not close at all. There's definitely multiple inches in
I
there.
need to get you some of those nails.
I know.
You can get.
That would save me, seriously. All right. We're gonna come up on our knees and do a little lunging. So put one foot in front. I'm using my right leg, but instead of it being perfectly like 90-degree angle, reach that foot out just a little bit. So it's scooted out a little bit. Then when you lunge, your knee doesn't get in a funny spot in the front, right? I'm not going past that 90-degree angle. And, can get a little more stretch out of it after a few seconds. That's awesome. If not, that's okay too. And then, if you want, one hand on each side, and scooch that foot front. It's been a minute since I've done these, Pam.
Yeah.
It's been a long, long minute. Just go as far as you can, don't. It's good. And then if you want to sit to the side or however you want to get out of that. And then up on our knees, and we'll do the other foot. So again, instead of starting with a 90-degree angle, I want you to reach that foot front. Lunge. Is that hurting your knee?
No, I can just really feel it up here in the quad.
Okay, I'll take quad. And then if you want to put those hands down, reach that foot forward. Ooh. Yep, it's been a minute, people. All right, come on down. Thank you very much. If you want to do a little calf stretching when you get up, because we did a lot of calf things, I like to dig my heel. I'm going to go waist for just a little more stretching of your calf muscles. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. That was class for today. And I did battle the computer gods and put it on YouTube, so yay.